What up, y'all? Here we are, Fight Talk with Jimmy Dukes here at Elite Kickboxing Academy in El Paso, Texas. Here with current champ, Jacobo.
Yes, sir.
How are you, brother?
I'm doing great. How you doing, man?
Good, man. I appreciate you taking the time from your training session, come talk to me. But we got a fight coming up, July 5th.
Yes.
How you been feeling, man?
Man, I feel great. I'm blessed. I'm healthy, ready to go. I'm excited. I'm excited to put on a show.
Yeah, man. I love that. Last event for CFC4, you went out there, got it done in a spectacular way, man.
Yes.
To win the belt, and it was awesome to be there. I was working for the promotion, and I was cage side, and it was awesome. There was a lot of animosity with that opponent. Did it feel good just getting that one out of the way, and just getting that title? Or was it just another opponent in your way?
Nah, man, it was just another fight, honestly. It always feels good to win. It always feels good to put on performances like that. The belt's just the cherry on top, and everything that comes with it is just the cherry on top. But I just love to fight. I just love to win. Winning is always the goal, So.
Yeah, awesome. And so, if I'm not mistaken, you're on a 3-fight win streak.
Yes, sir.
Do you feel the pressure to keep the win streak going, or just you look too much into that?
I put a lot of pressure on myself, honestly, regardless of what it is. I put a lot of pressure on myself to win and to go out there and put on fun fights,
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest goals that I have. Obviously, winning is important. That's the main goal. But I want to do it in spectacular fashion. I want to put on good shows. I want to be entertaining. I want the crowd to be like, hell yeah, we want to go see him fight. Must-watch fights is something that I look forward to. People that I look up to, like in the UFC or like on the highest level. It's the fighters that are entertaining, that come out to fight, and so that's what I love to do.
Yeah, man. If I'm not mistaken, you're 3 wins in finishes?
Yes, sir. 3 TKOs.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so you're speaking it into fruition as you're getting it done. I, as a fan and person that covers the sport, and I tell casual people that, it's not always spectacular, but the fact that you're always trying to do that, I think is very important, because there's a lot of guys that are athletes and they win the fights, and I feel like I'm learning to see there's actual fighters that are like, I want to finish the fight. My goal is, I want to win, but they're looking for a finish, and obviously you've been doing it for the past 3 fights, so
yeah.
July 5th coming up, man. Do you feel pressure, with holding that title for this promotion?
Nah, man. I put pressure. Like I said, I put pressure on myself regardless. Like we could be fighting in an alley, and I'll be like, I'm gonna whoop this motherfucker.
I'm gonna go for the knockout too.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'll wade into deep waters. I'll put myself where the bullets are flying. Like look at, kill or be killed.
Yeah.
I live by that.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
So let's get into your opponent. I know you guys have previously fought in the amateur leagues. I know it's been over 2 years, and I'm sure you've been asked a million times about it, but, obviously you guys are 2 different fighters. Is, getting another win over him just kind of like keep it quiet and just keep it moving, or you're not looking too much about that amateur fight 2 years ago?
Nah, man, I don't really look too much into that. I think it's important. He has a good record. He's 3-1 with 3 submissions, so it's like the classic matchup of grappler versus striker, But I want to fight people with good records. I want to fight people that are putting on good performances. Yep. His last performance was good. He hit that like that body lock suplex into an armbar, and that gained him some traction and some a little bit of momentum. So I think it's good that. He has the winning record, and he's also got finishes, and so it's good, man. Yeah, those are the fights that I want. I want to fight tough opponents. I want to fight people that are on winning streaks. I want to fight people that are also putting on spectacular performances, so that way it looks better on my resume.
Yeah, of course. A lot of people, and I'm sure it gets called for all different types of sports, more in combat sports, of people ducking and things. I, as a fan, love hearing that, like, hey, man, I want to fight good fighters, because, if you're trying to pick and choose your fighters, and then as you're moving up the ranks, you're going to have a pretty record, and then you're going to run into a guy who has not that many fights but have fought a bunch of killers. Right. But it seems like you have steadily increased the skill level of the opponents you're going into. So with that being said, can you attest that all the training and all that you've done with all the different fighters that you worked with and trained with to get better each time?
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I got the best team behind me, Elite Kickboxing Academy. If you follow mixed martial arts in El Paso, then you know about Elite Kickboxing Academy. We are the best gym in El Paso, the best gym in the Southwest. I truly believe one of the best gyms in the world. We got some absolute killers. This is breeding grounds for champions. We got world champs, we got regional champs, we got #1 ranked in the Southwest, in New Mexico, and like in different states. So yeah, absolutely. This is the breeding ground for fighters here at Elite Kickboxing Academy, and having them, helping me get ready and me helping them get ready, vice versa. We help each other grow, we help each other improve, we keep each other accountable, we hold each other accountable, make sure that we're getting here into training, make sure that we're, improving and working our asses off. And absolutely, bro. I recently, in 2020, actually after I fought Ian, I switched full-time to Elite Kickboxing Academy. Prior to fighting Ian, I think I did like 2 sessions at Elite. Leading up to that camp, I primarily was training in Las Cruces. And ever since I moved over to Elite full-time, Elite Kickboxing Academy, my confidence, my skill level, my performances have just gone through the roof, and I owe it all to them. They, we come and we grind, we push, and we help each other get better. So 100%, man. Elite Kickboxing Academy, just being surrounded by these killers is important.
I know, man. The list goes on. Yeah. Now that I've been covering more and getting to know everybody, when I go to gyms, I'm like, holy crap, you know what I mean? And you guys have a full roster of a lot of athletes, but you also got a lot of people that are competing at high levels. So you guys are all kicking each other's ass all the time and getting into it. But going into this next,
hold on real quick. I will say this: my sparring sessions here for my last 3 fights have been harder than the fight themselves. So that speaks to
you're fighting guys that are, for your weight class, you're fighting 155 to 175, 185 guys. You know what I mean? So I can only imagine taking those rounds, you know what I mean, with those guys. So when you go somebody around your weight class, you're like more than ready for do that. But let's get into the matchup for next weekend. Do you feel like this is a grudge match? I was there after the fight. We won in spectacular fashion. He came in the ring. I thought, it was, a lot of people think it was kind of crazy, but I thought you guys kept it respectful. But are we looking into it too much for the grudge match? A lot of people are talking about, they both hate each other kind of deal. Is it a grudge match, or is it just like he came in, you're the next guy in my way, and we're just going to go be at that way?
Well, he came in because I went over, when I seen him out there on the fence, I started talking shit to him. I told him, you're next. Okay. And so he came in.
Okay.
It is what it is. We had already kind of known that was going to be the next matchup when I won, like the promotion says, if you win. I knew I was going to win, so I knew that was going to be the next matchup. It's a little bit of both, man. It's personal, it's business. In the retrospect of like it being business, because it's all business.
Of course.
I don't really read too much into that, but it's also personal because he's trying to take food off my plate, trying to take food off from my family, trying to take my livelihood. Like, this is what I do. This is my path, and so it's both, honestly. It is what it is, though. At the end of the day, like I always say, he could be the nicest person in the world, he could be the worst person in the world, but when we get in that cage, I will get you. And that's it.
I love hearing that, because like when you guys say that kind of stuff, it makes me realize how much of a fighter I am not. You said taking food off our table. That's why I'm behind the camera. But with all jokes aside, man, I appreciate your time. Before we get out of here, man, any last words? You want to shout out your teammates, your sponsors, anything like that, brother?
So again, Elite Kickboxing Academy. Well, first and foremost, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, God. I couldn't do this without him. Everything that I have is God-given. My work ethic, my power, my durability, everything. I was blessed, and so I'm grateful. I got to give praise to the Most High. Elite Kickboxing Academy, all my teammates here at Elite Kickboxing Academy, so many to name, but you know who you are. My family, my lady, they support me tremendously, and they help me so much. For my sponsors, I need to pull my phone out because I don't want to miss any.
No, but that's the thing. That's an important thing. I feel like, you guys have so much going on and stuff, and the different people, they help you out in different ways. You want to make sure you guys shout them out, because I think it's very, very important to be supporting combat athletes, and let alone you, man.
So
rattle them off, brother.
All right. Monster House. My boy Mark and Maggie, they're the owners. Monster House Dispensary in Las Cruces, best dispensary in Las Cruces. I got Top of the Eighth, all those guys out there in Anthony, best dispensary in Anthony. I got Three Amigos, my boy Darren, that's in Carlsbad, best dispensary in Carlsbad. Y'all go hit them up if you're looking for quality meds. And then I got Mena Real Estate, Pamela Mena. She's been helping me out for this last camp. My boy Tristan at AP Auto Body, that's in Las Cruces. He's been a huge help for multiple camps. Classic Industries, Rick Lada. Explicit Landscaping, my boy Jared, and my boy Justin. They've been helping me this last camp. Doghouse Print Co. They just took care of all my shirts for this last camp. Yeah, you know Doghouse. They're around. Body Fit by Michelle, my meal prep sponsor. She helps me a lot. Cutman Burgos, Jerry. He wraps my hands, keeps my hands healthy for all camp. Dynamic Bodywork, Derek, helps me with my recovery stuff. Design Body Sculpting, she helps me as well. And then DigiWorks makes my banners and helps me out with that. And yeah, and there you go, man. Those are my sponsors. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man, of course, man.
To come out
man,
and
of course.
give us this platform. And
yeah,
man.
And like I said, I talk to all fighters and stuff, and I love all you guys, and I get to know more and more people, man. But wish you the best of training this next week. No issues, and let the best man win, man. I hope for you the best, brother. Thank you so much for your time, man.
Thank you, bro.
You guys make sure you guys keep up Fight Talk with Jimmy Dukes here on the Jimmy Dukes YouTube channel. I keep wanting to say gaming. It's not gaming anymore, but I appreciate your guys' time and support. We'll see you guys at CFC4 July 5th. Main event, Jacobo versus Ian for the flyweight title. Until next time, peace out, guys. Hey, you killed it, man.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate your time.